What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel if you already know me, but if you're new, then my name's Jasmine. I'm gonna be doing this look today, kind of just a simple look, no eyeshadow, just some dramatic ass eyelashes, bomb ass highlight, and just something that you could pretty much go anywhere in. Like, this is a look for everything. But yeah, just want to make this intro kind of short. Sorry I've been a little MIA. Is that right? Missing in action? Yeah, I had to check that. Just been a little busy, but I am making time to film this now. Well, I already filmed it, but I'm doing the intro now. But yeah, so anyways, if you want to look like a, then just keep on watching. So to start off this look, I'm gonna just spray my face with Mario Badescu, the rose water. If you don't have this in your life, I mean, I'm pretty sure the majority of people know about this already, and it's cheap. If you don't have this, you need to get it sold at Ulta. Just saying. The key to this look is the face. Now, you want like the most clean, like smooth, picture perfect, like damn, who is that type of face, okay? Because we're not gonna do eyeshadow today because this is simple, so the focus is on the face. So you want to do a good primer. Like, I'm saying you don't have to go and spend $100 on a primer, but I'm saying at least find a primer that works for you. So the primer that works for me always is a Smashbox Photo Finish one that I'm using right now, and that I use and probably will use for the rest of my life till I get tired of makeup. And for sure, if you have dry skin, moisturize before this, because you want your base to be perfect. I mean, not perfect because none of us are perfect, but you know, pretty close to it. For a foundation, you always want one that fits your skin. So if people are hyping up one, you don't have to buy it. You just you have to find one that's good for your skin. Like, a lot of people hype up certain foundations, and I'm just like, how did that work for you? Because it didn't really work for me. The one that I always love is the Dewy and Smooth one by I should probably know what this is by Maybelline. Oh, the Fit Me one. Good God, everyone knows what this is. So just gonna put that all. Whoa! I just got that all over. Now you want to take time with this. Like, you want to dab your face or pounce on your face, bounce on your face, whatever the word is, till your hand wants to fall off. Sometimes if you don't do this well enough, like, not all your face is even, and you want like an even coat. And then I learned this from Daisy Marquez, like, if you like make yourself get a double chin and kind of get your neck too, because you do not want that ring line. And especially since the focus is not going to be distracted by your eyes, you want your face to be as even as possible. We don't want no harsh lines or weird discoloration, because ew, who wants that? No one. To conceal, I would definitely recommend like a full coverage concealer. So you could always play it safe and use Tarte Shape Tape, because I'm pretty sure this works for almost everyone. And you want to do a decent layer of this, like, and then I put it around my nose and then down the bridge of my nose and right in the middle, because you want your face to be like snatched and then really bright in the middle. And then sometimes I'll even take a brighter one or a lighter one, and then I'll just dab it a little more on the inner corner. Holy crap, that's bright. Little on the tip of the nose, and then add just a little more dimension, and then blend that out. And when that is all blended, this step is definitely optional. You can add on this extra step. I just use like a contour stick. This is from Love and Halo. I don't know where I got this from, and I'm gonna be really sad when this runs out, but it's amazing. So I just kind of do a triangle like on my contour line, kind of look like a tiger, I guess you could say, like that, tiger stripe. And I do it like pointing toward the corner of my mouth and then going to like my sideburns. It's the best way for me to explain it. This one is a little high. I don't know what exactly happened there. Don't do what I just did. Oh, and then I do like the sides of my nose. So I do 2 straight lines down and then a little circle in the middle. I kind of look ridiculous right now, and that may look a little inappropriate, but I promise you it'll look good. So make sure your beauty blender is damp so you don't get no patchiness. And then you want to blend it out as quick as possible just so it doesn't really set weird. So after I do the contour, I always take some type of setting powder. This is Airspun or R-Spun, however you pronounce it. Kind of double blend this so if there was any creasing, just kind of get those out. And then I want to do a good layer of the setting powder. And you want to put this on with the damp beauty blender too, because it kind of melts the two products together and it really has like the powder soak in. After that, I just take like a really fluffy powder brush, take some powder, and then put that all over my face, kind of dab it on. Just do a little bit so I don't over dry out my face. But I just do this to kind of veil out everything else, and then I could do like bronzer on top. So that way if you put directly your bronzer on top of the cream contour, you might get patchiness and it'll stick to certain places more than others, and you do not want that. So after you take your veil, you just want to take bronzer that works for you. Mine is my trusty butter bronzer by Physicians Formula. I would say try not to go too dark from your skin tone because of the fact, again, that your face is going to be focused with this look. So just take the bronzer and I dab it. Don't really swipe. From dabbing it is probably why my brush looks like its life is ending pretty soon, because this brush has been through it. Put a little on the forehead so we can snatch the forehead, because I have a big one, probably more like a 5 head, but we're gonna try and hide that by just bronzing the sides. A little trick what I do, oh my god, my nose itches. Itch it with the brush. A little trick that I do is I take like a really small blending brush. So this is the Morphe M562, and I'll take the same bronzer that I use and then go down my nose, or well, the sides of my nose. So I'll just go from like the tip of my eyebrow to the very end. This is kind of going to add to your contour and give you a more snatched and slender nose. And then I also do like a little circle, so like that circle I did in the beginning, I'll just kind of redo that circle. This kind of creates a really small like tip of the nose, at least an illusion, because my nose is not this small. Then after that's kind of blended out, I'll just take like the bronzer brush and blend that all out. And if you want to further like chisel it out, a trick you can do is just take some powder on the tip of your blending brush. This is not a blending brush. Beauty blender, and kind of just draw a line right next to your contour like that. And I'll do it on the other side. And then the same idea with that. If you want to cut your cheeks, I would definitely recommend doing that just to do like a cleaner look and make it kind of like Instagram-y, I guess. Take the powder on the really tip pointy part of the beauty blender, and then you go from your ear to the corner of your mouth again. I did not grab enough powder. And then while that's kind of baking and doing its thing, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. You guys have seen me do eyebrows a couple times, so I'm not going to do that on camera, but go ahead and do your eyebrows real quick and then we'll be right back. So I filled in my eyebrows, definitely did not clean them up yet though. I just filled them in real fast, a little dark, but that's okay. For the eyebrows, you definitely want to carve them out. I use concealer, so I just draw a line underneath my eyebrows. Front, very carefully carve them out. And I'll do the top. And then you could just take, you can either blend it out with a brush, or I take like the beauty blender to blend out the top. And then just do that with the other eye. Now for the eyeshadow base, you want something that you know for a fact isn't going to crease, just because the fact that you're not putting any eyeshadow on, and you want something that's kind of closer to your skin tone to make it look more natural. You know, you don't really want to put a really light eyeshadow primer and then it look like ridiculous. So yeah, I use the Essence one like every other time in my life. Just because it's a little darker and I love like the almondy like tone to it. I don't even know if that makes sense. And then I'll just take my beauty blender and blend that out with the concealer that you use to carve out your eyebrows. Then after you blend all that eyeshadow primer out, you want to right away set it with setting powder, because you definitely do not want this to crease. And this is pretty much all that's going on your eyes. So right away set it with setting powder. But this combination never creases for me, so I always use this combination. And I love the Airspun powder. It leaves like a really smooth finish, and it's like $5. So after you got all the powder on, that's pretty much, well, almost done with eyes. You're just gonna do some highlight, but then after that I would do some eyebrow gel, just because my eyebrows are monstrous and they like to move everywhere and anywhere. So I kind of just do the ends, because I hate when my eyebrows are rock solid. Like, you know when you have eyebrow gel and it's just like I don't know, they feel like bricks. We don't like that. After that, I just dust away all the excess powder that's on my face. And your nose should look pretty snatched like this. It just gives a real nice illusion of you having a slender nose, you know. And when you're trying to look like a babe, it's ideal. It's not needed, definitely not needed, but it's a good idea. Almost coming to the end. One of the last steps is highlight. Now, tricks to this is, well, for me, I like mine being really bold when it comes to simple looks like this, because my face is so like plain and matte. I like my highlight to be like, damn, what is that? What are you wearing? Where'd you buy it? Let me get it, kind of type thing. But I use a combination, so I'll do a powder and a cream. I'll do a cream first, obviously. I like the Tarte's Pro Glow liquid highlighter. This is in the color Stunner. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of squeeze this. I don't want it all to come out. And then I'll put a couple drops on the high points of my cheeks. And this is just as a base. That is itself amazing, but you know, I like to go overboard. And then with the Still Damp Beauty Blender, I will blend that out, just because you don't want no harsh lines, or you don't want just a streak of highlighter. And again, no swiping, because you don't want your foundation to move. So just continually dab till you think that continually dab till you think that it's all blended. Okay, so I think I got that all blended. See, that could be enough, but we don't want that to be enough. Plus, it's a little light for me at the moment. So then right after that, while it's still wet, I use powder foundation. Anyways, I use powder highlighter, which, what am I using? Oh, for, yeah, okay, we get it. Just over it to make a blinding effect. This is like my favorite combination. Some people might think I'm ridiculous and some people will love it, but your choice. You can totally skip the cream step if you don't like your highlighter that blinding. I do, so I think it's necessary. And I just dab and then swipe. And then it gives you this really pretty, like, I don't know if you guys can see, can't really see what you guys can see, but really pretty blinding highlight. After I did that on both sides, loving that. Holy mother of God. We like that. So the last thing that goes on the eyes is just highlighter on the brow bone and on the inner corner. So I take the lightest color highlighter that I have, lighter than this. You want it to kind of pop out more. You don't really want it to be the same color, just because like underneath the brow bone it'll lift your eyes, make it look so much brighter and so much bigger. So I just do it right under the arch. To do the lifting effect, and then I'll just drag whatever product I have rest to the rest of the underbrow. Is that a word, underbrow? I don't know, I just made that up. Then after I do that, I'll just take like a mini blending brush and blend that out on the bottom. Sometimes I'll even take like a little bit of a darker shade of highlighter and put that right under to kind of blend it even more. And then you can wet the brush, you can lick your brush, whatever you prefer. I always like wetting it when I do my inner corner because you want that to kind of be the most blinding and for it to be the focus of your eye. I just pat that in there. And then you want to do the same to the other eye. And after you did that on both eyes, just do some mascara. Now you can just do mascara, like put a couple layers on, be done, walk out the door, there you go, you look good as hell. Or I'm gonna take the extra step and do fake eyelashes, obviously. Tip for the eyelashes, if you're gonna do eyelashes, I would definitely make sure you either use a new pair or you clean off all the glue off a pair that you already used, because of the reason that there is no eyeshadow. You want the eyelashes to be seamless as possible because you don't have any eyeshadow to kind of blend in or disguise the glue. So you want there to be not a lot of glue on there. So just a tip, if you want to do that, because when you close your eyes you don't want that yuckiness showing through.
Yo, his palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote.
Terribly sorry, I get distracted really easy. I don't know why, but I always gotta sing that part. Anyways, so minimal glue. You hear me? Minimal glue. But yeah, don't want no clumps. Then I'll just do a little glue on the outer corner and on the inner corner just to help adhese them a little more. I put the glue on the wrong eye. This was totally for this eye. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Anyways, after you do that, kind of just bend them to make them more round and then put them on my eye. Wow, this is whew. These are out there. Now you definitely don't gotta go for a dramatic lash as what I did, but whatever, we're just gonna roll with it. So, and then I just always pinch the inner corners with my little tweezers so we don't have any lifting. And then I always kind of pull them down to make sure all of it is glued. And yeah, that is how I do my eyelashes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one and then I'll be right back, okay? Then after you have your wings on, literally, because I feel like I'm about to fly away in these, you could either do a nude, like matte lipstick, which would look really pretty with this because you want to keep it simple. But I'm more of a lip gloss type person, so what I'm gonna do is just the Too Faced lip injection plumping one because we like big lips. Now this one does tingle a lot, so if you're gonna use this, embrace yourself because this one is strong. And then sometimes I like little sparkle, so I'll just do like a little sparkle roll-on gloss. This is from Avon. Smells amazing, but I will do that on top. And yeah, so this is the finished look. Definitely dramatic eyelashes and bombing highlight I think are like the focal points of this. My lips are on fire right now. Woo! But yeah, so this is the look. Clean lines, snatched ass face is the goal. But yeah, so you could do this. You could go out like this. You could go to school like this. You can go to your man's house like this. You could do anything in this. But yeah, so I hope you liked this video. Like I said, sorry about being MIA lately. Been kind of busy. Actually, no, I've been a lot of busy. So I'm happy that I got to finally sit down and do this. But anyways, if you enjoyed watching me, then go ahead, subscribe, hit the like button, comment down below, do whatever you like, and I'll see you guys on the next one.